and the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down.
On first down, Flacco. Flushed out right. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Crabtree that time.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was it.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. B.J. Goodson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, Flacco to throw. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
So disappointing there for a defensive unit. You hold them to a 4th down in their own territory, you figure you've gotten yourselves off the field, and all of a sudden, here's the offense staying out to go for it. And they wind up getting a first down.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Eluding the pressure right. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. A gain of 39 that time. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take...
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's Flacco. Escapes the defender. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter of action. 6-0 is our score. We're back to Baltimore after this. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Now it's Flacco. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with it. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Manning. He's going to sling this. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 12. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. And even 40 yards.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Illegal forward pass.
Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas to add the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Rosas now to kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Flacco here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Flacco steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Flacco. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And our players spotlight now as we turn our attention to Eli Manning. And I don't know what... Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side is Beckham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and now it's 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Manning will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Manning indeed going for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 1st down pickup there. Flacco to Crabtree.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 2nd down. Flacco now. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. Now a hit and a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Stewart. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In our game, it's the veteran quarterback Joe Flacco who's led the way. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Raymond now on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Giants. they're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Manning. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A giant first down. Manning to an open Beckham.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
And Stewart lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive starts with a run by Collins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now Flacco. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They run with Collins. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To pass, Flacco. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Manning. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
But that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
A good pick up there, a 22.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. On play action, it's Manning. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Terrell Suggs in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Incomplete on 1st down. Now Flacco on 2nd. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Now a give to Collins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Flacco looks to throw. Flushed, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Joe Flacco punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is